This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 951. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast since 1999. And we're in September now, which means we're like a month away from our 26th anniversary. Jeez. It's crazy. With me this week, two of the folks who are there, like basically from the beginning, we have John and Chris. Guys, how's it going?
Yo. Good.
That good. Sweet, Chris.
Yep.
I'm old.
Yeah, we're old. Also,
I'm the oldest I've ever been.
We're all the oldest we've ever been. We discovered that in pre-show.
Yeah.
Especially Dawn.
Yeah, especially Dawn.
Yeah, I'll die before all of y'all, so I win.
No.
Okay,
that's not how it works, Dawn.
I mean, there is a case to be made for that, but like any of us could go at any moment. Like there's no guarantees here.
That's true. So Dawn, Matt, Diecast, Rob, we're all here. Yep. Okay, so breaking news. Sorry, I just find this to be the best worst story. We have activate your alt mode. I'm skipping ahead to the second item. It's the big news this week. Shockwave is going to be a sea creature. It's going to be unveiled on September 17th, Transformers Day. Give me Sharkwave or give me death.
He's the most logical shark around.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to use the Skybite mold and turn that into a Sharkwave?
No, they'll make something original for this.
They don't have much time. I mean, I'm assuming it'll be concept art.
Well,
by
okay, so
September 17th.
like think about how they did this polling. So they had 4 characters going into this. They had 4 alt mode types going into this. And they had like 4 categories for whatever that alt mode type would end up being. So like they probably had a lot of preliminary stuff done before they ever did the first poll. So now that they know what the final thing is, they're just going to go in and Photoshop Shockwave's head onto whatever thing they already designed.
A chest plate, a head, and a laser hand on whatever they already had designed. Yeah,
and make the whole thing purple.
I mean, it'll still be 18 months before it comes out, but
yeah. So
and
hey,
that'll be $60 by the time it comes out.
Oh gosh, yeah. Is it? It is. We don't have this in the show notes.
It's not in the show notes because there is not an actual source cited.
Okay, so it's also okay. This is a rumor. Don sent
yes, this is rumored.
Toy News Eye, our friends there, literal friends there, did post this though, saying that the rumor is that G.I. Joe is classified as and Star Wars Black Series
and Marvel
going up to $27.99. So
they did not say anything about Transformers, but it could be extrapolated that
absolutely. So for the time being, the only constant is price changes, and I am fairly confident that in the time when the tariffs go down, the prices will not. That's
No, this will be the new normal. But Hasbro Pulse today posted their Sorcerer Supreme Doom, and it's already at $27.99.
Great.
Yeah, Toy News Eye cited that in their post.
Yeah. So that's great.
So they're making Lego look cheaper.
Well, now,
okay. So about Lego, they've actually suspended like online pick a brick to the United States because of Canada. Okay,
yeah, and Canada.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, not everybody has access to a Lego store.
I mean, I don't collect Lego, so I had no idea. It sounds like a great service, and that sucks. Related to this, I guess an update, and we'll get to the next news item. But I did purchase something from Mandarake that was a pre-order, expecting to see the de minimis exemption charge hit my the duties charge hit my DHL, and it did. And I think the item was like $220, and I got a duties bill for $53.
Neat.
Yep. So that test is done, and it sucked, and I failed. So, yeah.
No, I don't think the failure was yours in this case.
Yeah, well, that's true.
You do need to get back to, still need to get back to them over the money they charged you before this all started.
That is true. That is true. That is true. So I have like 3 or 4 things on pre-order from Amazon Japan. So I'm not excited about that.
Well, they would first have to find a way to get them to you.
True. But DHL sent this from
Japan.
May
have been on the way though before the.
So when did
they stop shipping stuff out?
So I don't know when they stopped shipping, but this didn't ship till the 30th. But of course, the 30th is the 29th here. So like,
and it was my understanding DHL was planning to suspend international packages to the United States also.
Yeah,
like before the postal services went that route.
Yeah. So price increases, taxes. It's not fun to be a toy collector right now in that respect. It's always fun to be a toy collector because there's so many great toys, but prices are going up. Okay, so now that aside is over. Tokyo Toy Show 2025 featuring Missing Link, Ultra Magnus, Wild King, World Dragnus? I
believe that's correct, yes.
So, and a couple other things, including MPG 17, Optimus Prime, Missing Link, Masterpiece Rattrap, Missing Link, Nemesis Prime.
Nemesis.
Yeah, so this popped up at the very end of the show last week. We did squeeze this in, but put a little more time and effort into this. So I think we've decided that Ultra Magnus does have leg articulation, like a smidge.
Yeah, we are expecting it's going to be enough to do the box art pose, and anything else that you can maneuver, finagle out of that level of articulation is just bonus content.
Yes, keep your expectations reasonable on a flexible G1 Ultra Magnus toy.
Yeah,
I'm all for it. If I can get the box pose, I'm happy.
If he can take a step forward, I'm happy.
Yeah.
An A pose, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
he's going to come with powered buggy. I'm already happy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I was not expecting that.
And there's a very good chance I can get him in Diaclone powered convoy colors. I'm even happier.
I would be amazed if you didn't.
Oh yeah, I imagine like Corden and Sunstreaker were announced pretty much at the same time, right? I would not be surprised to see powered convoy and Ultra Magnus follow the same route.
I think
Corden.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll pace these out. Like Diaclone Ultra Magnus powered convoy would be probably something to expect to see like next spring.
Yeah.
Or
I don't have that kind of patience.
Well, I mean, fair enough. I feel you there, but like the same way, we got Sentinel Prime for Tokyo Toy Show last year. We got a reissue then of C01. We're getting Nemesis before we get Ultra Magnus, and all of them are, some months apart. It's going to be paced out like that because it is a more expensive thing. Blade Raider in the Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, said that the display really should have posed Magnus. Yes, but I wouldn't be surprised if the trailer they showed is probably a semi-fragile, probably 3D printed prototype affair, and while posing could be possible,
they were probably afraid to.
It's probably not advisable.
Can I just say that I think Rattrap looks really, really good.
It seems to have turned out nice.
And then I love that bronze copper color that they're using to replicate the way it looked in the show.
The copper color he had in the show, yeah.
I'm just saying it didn't wind up being like, I keep going back to Serpent OR, what we saw from.
Okay, but that wasn't a masterpiece for one.
Right, well, I know, but I'm just saying we've seen shiny colors before, and we get gunmetal gray.
But have we had that happen with a masterpiece toy before? No. That you can remember?
Not that I recall.
Not that I can recall. But I'm just saying he just looks really.
No, he does. He looks really really nice. Yeah. I believe I have one on pre-order with Entertainment Earth.
Really?
I think, and
I've got mine at Pulse.
I don't have it at all. So seeing this reminds me that the anime Bumblebee and Cliffjumper
exist
are coming out.
Yeah.
Something else I'm going to get hit with duties on.
If someone can find a way to get them to you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Again, Nemesis Prime looks great. I'm super excited. I will buy that in whatever version that they do. Give me G2. Give me
I
Battle.
already have that pre-ordered.
Yeah, give me Battle Convoy. Give me all of it.
Shattered Glass.
Yeah, I'll take it all.
7-Eleven.
Oh God. Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, okay. So, but yeah,
Evangelion.
okay.
All the Bathing Ape colors.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to spend that much. I haven't even bought the Bathing Ape stuff yet.
Yeah, and
That
the LeBron
that weird
colors.
Supreme one. Yeah.
Yeah, the LeBron colors.
Yeah. Okay. Looks cool. We'll see. Hopefully, better photos here in a month or two. What the hell? Funko Pop, Magic the Gathering, Transformers crossover. Probably really expensive and very limited, exclusive. We don't know where yet. What is this?
The
Evil.
Funk. Okay. Yes, that's. So it's a Doom Mold Funko Pop Optimus Prime with a Magic the Gathering like standee thing based on one of the Transformers Magic the Gathering cards in a box, which is probably going to be some kind of weird exclusive. And because it's all of these things, probably very expensive and somewhat hard to get because it's going to get scalped to hell and back.
Yeah.
I love the card on the back that says, "When Optimus Prime dies, return it to the battlefield converted under its own." I'm not knowing what that means, but it's like it takes into account when he dies.
Yeah.
Do something.
You just expect it.
That's his Magic the Gathering game play mechanic apparently. So
Oh, boo. Hey, so on our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, we hope you're listening to the podcast because that's the way we intend this to be consumed. But we do have a great relationship with our live audience. But we're being told that YouTube is showing ads during the live stream. One, I'm going to see what I can do to correct that. If you so choose to watch us live, which we appreciate as well, go back and listen to the podcast too. You should.
YouTube has been going crazy with the ads lately.
Yeah, but we also have our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/tfradio, and you can always go there. Or tfradio.net/live, which should embed our Twitch page.
A Twitch stream will also have ads, but hopefully less frequently than YouTube seems to be doing it today.
Yeah, so, hey, but again, the podcast, there will be ads at the beginning, maybe, and at the end, maybe. Unless you're a patron.
But not while we're in the middle of and now for a word from Manscaped.
Yeah.
Sentence.
Yes. Patreon.com/tfradio if you want no ads whatsoever. Okay. So, yeah, I'm definitely not getting this, and I definitely don't care.
The Funko Pop,
The
right?
Funko Pop, yeah.
Yeah, it's another. It's the only. And here's the thing: the only Funko Pops I've ever bought were Captain Planet. I haven't bought.
That is so on brand for you.
Yeah, but I'm a Transformer fan, and I've never bought a single I didn't even buy the Tailspin Pops, and you know how I feel about Tailspin.
Diecast sent me a Jazz, right? That's where the one I got came from. Didn't you send it, Diecast?
I don't know.
I think you
remember.
did. I've got one Pop Transformer, and it's Jazz.
I probably did it as a joke.
Yeah, you did.
You'd never own a Pop, so I had to send you one.
Kim got me a Star Wars Pop when The Force Awakens came out, and I don't know why. And I have two. Okay, Flame Toys for iModel, Animated Optimus Prime, and Wingblade Animated Optimus Prime official images. So aren't the Furai models supposed to be like stylized and everything?
Not necessarily.
Okay, because this just looks like
there's a variety of art styles.
It just looks like straight up animated.
It does.
It looks nice.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think back to 2007 when we first saw the design for Transformers Animated, or thereabouts, like, I think the prevailing opinion was, how are these ever going to be transforming toys? So, like, something like one of these model kits that fully embraces that art style is pretty much the ideal way to do this, because it doesn't even have to worry about how the transformation works, because it's just this, and it's good.
Oh god, it looks great.
Now, I mean, bear in mind the promotional photos are going to be of like fully painted, professionally assembled models. But in my experience, the straight assembled kits still are, quite nice.
These aren't painted.
Yeah. No, they don't come painted.
I don't know a thing about
model
them.
kits.
Okay.
Yeah, they should come color separated to a pretty good degree, but to get what you see here, you would probably need some paint.
I have no skills for
mean-
that.
Yeah, like
I have no hands for that, so I feel you.
I mean, these have obvious to me, been airbrushed all the parts in color before assembly and had, finishing work done. It will, of course, have normal model kit plastic sheen on it if you just assemble it straight from the box and go for that. But like Rob says, the color separation should be adequate to get the right appearance. The Bumblebee model I have and the IDW Megatron. The Megatron I put one sticker on, which was the Autobots logo for the chest, and like there's not anything wrong with its color separation because it's only straight plastic. Like they break these down to a similar degree as like the nicer Bandai Gundam kits of similar size. So
Sure.
like you don't really have to do more than put it together if you don't want to. You're not going to have 1996 Wing Gundam model kit.
Hmm.
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah. So this is beautiful, and kudos to whoever they have on staff to do this. It's gorgeous. Yeah. They need to sell it that way. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Oh,
Flame Toys does have a Furai action, or they did. I don't know if they released anything at Furai Action imprint, which is their model kits pre-assembled, painted, and slightly modified to be more like action figures.
okay.
So there's always the possibility, if that line is still active, that one or both of these could eventually see its way out through that too.
Cool. So this one's from Matt. Did you see this? Mark's showing off Sure Shot on Instagram.
Oh, it looks so good.
I
Oh,
love
it
that.
does.
The colors.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did we get a pre-order for that yet?
No.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
It's gorgeous.
It's
No,
a 2026 toy.
a Wave 1 2026, yeah.
So pre-order should be up relatively soon.
Probably coinciding with New York Comic Con.
So what?
This is actually the first I'm seeing it. And
So-
I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
So we're what missing? Like, are we missing Hardhead? I know Hardhead's a headmaster. Hot Rod. Are we missing like Hot Rod as a target master?
Well,
Hot
we
Rod
had
Cup and Blur. But
I mean, we got
Back
them
in
from
time-
Takara and
Years
Lycans.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But contemporary ones, yeah, we still need
I
them
forgot about-
redone
Yeah.
properly. I wouldn't mind seeing a new Crosshairs
Right.
just to more match up.
Crosshairs, yeah, because he was off of that Siege Ironhide mold, which
yeah.
was fine for the time, but now that
But-
we have his contemporaries as actual target
Yeah.
masters.
So
Yeah.
So headmasters and target masters in this scale, these three: Hot Rod, Cup, Blur, and then everything else is a smaller.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they. I
Fire,
hope
Stepper.
Well,
quick
that means
mix, scoop landfill.
I mean, Stepper's smaller than they are. Art
He's
Fire's
not a
about
junior though.
Yeah, but he's about the same. Art Fire's
We
about
do.
the same.
I'm saying we do have a '86 Jazz figure that's just begging to be
That
repainted,
is
though.
that is true. That
Yeah.
is true. That is true.
Also, just wanted to add on Blue Sky, Walkie was talking about this mold and the
saw it.
fact that the spoilers are separate removable parts, and there are sockets in the legs that would correspond to where the spoiler would go on a Joyride.
Joyride, yeah.
Yeah, we called that out previously
Yeah.
as a possible retool, and I would love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. So, first in hand photos, Dramatic Capture Cybertron Chase set. Yeah, I did forget about this, and yeah.
We need a dramatic capture welcoming committee to go along with it.
Yeah. I will say I do kind of like the new paint jobs. It definitely spruces up the figure a little bit, especially you can tell the difference between the Bumblebee more than anything else.
Yeah, so for it's Jazz, Will, Jack, and Bumblebee in their Cybertronian modes. Completely forgot this existed.
Yeah. And I mean, there's some I mean, if you didn't get the first three on their individual releases over the course of 3 years, maybe 4, I mean, this is a good way to get them. And I do like the updates. I don't know if it's worth swapping out or getting a second set. But
they are certainly all better. I don't know that I need them more. I mean, Will, Jack, I mean, they all are markedly better. I think Jazz is probably the one that I think gets the least out of this.
yeah. It's
Yeah, that paint on Wheeljack's chest really helps a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
legs and Wheeljack, his wings or antenna or whatever you're gonna call those are actually gray instead of white. So
Yeah.
he looks a lot better. The only weird choice was the I guess like the bicep is now white instead of gray, like on the original. But I mean, it is what it is.
It is
so.
what it is, yeah. Jazz, like he has a few more highlights. The Autobot symbol pops more on the chest because he's stroked in white. So, I mean, they all look good. If I get this on deep discount at a good price, I would get it. But this is like the least essential of these.
Yeah,
Dramatic
it's still up
Capture
on
sets.
order. It's still up on for order on Pulse. No, I'm sorry, it's not. It was a pre-order window. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was still available.
So, Don, are you getting it?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, again, if I see it cheap down the road, someplace I can get it without having to jump through hoops, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Again, if I get it on clearance, I'll get it. Okay. Last news item, and this was something I didn't expect to see, and I had honestly forgotten that this thing existed. There was a Transformers Rise trailer that was meant to be shown at E3 2020, and it doesn't feel like that was 2020. Somebody found it and uploaded it to YouTube. It looks high quality, I guess, but it also doesn't do anything for me.
It's fairly bland, generic video game trailer. Like,
Yeah.
it's mostly interesting just as an archival piece and to see some of those toys that you bought a year or two ago, doing stuff on screen. It's also interesting though, because like Megatron features fairly prominently. Of course, we didn't get a toy of Rise Reactivate Megatron, but it seems like the Studio Series concept art Megatron borrowed more than a little bit from this design. Like there's definitely some common lineage there, and maybe a little bit of the High Moon Studios Megatron design in there too. Like it seems to kind of been pulling more from that. Everything, all the Reactivate stuff, the Rise stuff we saw was kind of idealized, reimagined from a lot of different sources, so it kind of makes sense if it would pull from multiple things like that. But yeah, it's interesting to get a good look at the Megatron we never got and never probably will get a toy of at this point, and just to see that we got something kind of at least homaging back to it from that one Studio Series toy.
So I forget what happened to this game. What do we know why it didn't happen?
Development hell. So like the project was handed off from the first studio that was working on it to a different studio about a year before it was supposed to be released, and that second studio decided to start over from the ground up. And ever since that point, it's just been continual cycle of pushing it more and more forward.
And then I think they decided to put it on a completely different game engine at some point.
Yeah, I think that also happened. And after that, it just kind of evaporated. And I don't know if we ever got like direct official word that the game was dead, but we got word that the game was dead from people who know the game is dead.
Yeah, we got some good toys out of it though, but you still have to wonder how long were those toys sitting around?
About 5 years.
It's dead, Jim. It's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts on Transformers Rise? I don't have any. I mean, it's a game that didn't come out. Like that's a pretty common thing with Transformers. It either doesn't come out, or it comes out and it's around for a year and it's gone.
15 years from now, this is going to be a really fascinating drop on Hidden Palace that I will be happy to give a play.
Oh yeah.
I mean, do Transformers video games get canceled that much? Including this, I can think of 2 instances.
The other game that didn't come out, right? There was another.
The Jagex game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that and this.
Wasn't there was it like the
G2? The G2 game?
That doesn't count. That was so long ago. But the mobile game that was in No, it wasn't a mobile game. Whatever game it was that came out, that it was in beta, never actually hit. The one we made it like an episode-long joke about years ago in one of the recaps.
With the cards
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
the online thing that
Yeah.
was that was ridiculous too.
Yeah,
The thing is, though, if it was in an open beta, which I think was the case,
it was. I
that's-
got to play
that's-
it.
that's basically as good as being a live game, and it stayed in that state for a year or so, which is the minimum like life cycle time for a game as a service. So it basically came out and existed. It's not like this or the Jagex game where, okay, some people in a closed group might have got to play builds of it for quality purposes or whatever, and otherwise it just doesn't exist to people. Like an open beta game is as good as a game that has come out. They're
Fair.
just using the general crowdsourcing method of bug catching, hoping that the users will generate reports for things that go wrong.
So how about this? So in recent years, this is a theme for Transformers, is that the game doesn't come out. But
well, the Jagex
historically,
game didn't come out like, over 10 years ago, so I don't even know if I'd call that recent.
so
still.
wasn't there was another game that the Urban, was this the same game that we just learned about? I thought these were two, or is it two different engines and we just got two different?
I think that's probably where we're having the disconnect here.
Yeah. Like, because when it comes to Transformers in games, like I can't even think of a Transformers game that I truly love. Like the Armada game is
PS2
good.
Armada.
The Armada game is good, but I don't love it.
Oh, you're a bad person.
I'm a
and
bad
I
person.
don't like you anymore.
Okay. Don't love it. Wasn't there a racing game that got canceled? I thought it came out. Wasn't there a kart racing game?
It came out, yes.
Yeah.
It
It's
came out, and that's how much it mattered.
Yeah. It just, yeah. There's a strategy game that came out, which I have.
I think, wasn't Rob Springer kind of into that game?
I think I accidentally got like 3 copies of it and didn't pay more than $40 total for them, if I remember right, with the strategy game. Triplet in the Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, says, I really like Follow Cybertron. That was also 50 years ago, but yes, true.
But it was a good game.
It was
Yeah,
a good
Fall
game.
of Cybertron was great. That was 2013, I think.
It was a while ago.
Thereabouts, yeah. I mean, the toys for it came out around then, so Fall of Cybertron was probably actually like 2012.
Yeah, like I can't speak to like basically any game that's come out in the last 14 years. Like when did Fallout 4 come out? It was like 2013, right? 2015, 2014.
Well, they all can't be Return of Convoy.
Well, thank
blessings.
goodness for that.
I do like Return of Convoy, actually. I haven't gotten past the second level. But
Well, that's an accomplishment in itself.
it
is.
It's a crap game.
It is.
Actually, I love the ZX Spectrum game. It's wonderful. Okay, let's jump to what we got this week. I'll just start. And anybody want to go first specifically? Don raised his hand. So Don, what did you get this week?
Transformers R.E.D. Thundercracker.
Why?
Because it's the last Red Series figure that I need to complete the collection, and it was $10 with like $4 shipping. So, and everywhere else literally has them for $30 to $40 because it came out at the end of Red. So I got it mainly to complete the set as Secrets as best I could because they never did Sky Warp. So that was it.
I don't
So
think they've ever officially canceled the line.
No, it
Yeah,
just stopped
well,
coming out.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got on topic this week.
Okay, Don, thank you for going first with that. Okay, so
that exciting. That
Diecast.
exciting.
Well, yeah, now y'all can spend more time on y'all's better stuff.
Diecast, you get anything?
I got nothing.
Nothing, Matt.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh God, this is going to be like a 35-minute episode. John,
Nothing on topic.
Rob,
I got a couple of things on topic actually.
Hooray!
Okay. I got Alchemist Prime off of Amazon.
Oh, cool.
And that is a nice little toy. Like I I was able to transform it in less than 5 minutes without hurting my fingers. I'm pretty sure the puzzle play police are going to show up and beat me with phone books until I can successfully transform an alternator, because I don't think it's allowed to make, simple, enjoyable transformers like this anymore. But yeah, it's a good toy. I like it. Great head sculpt. And I'm really disappointed though that his giant pair of glasses do not affix like either to the front of the car or the grumpy face on his chest. So yeah, but good figure. The other thing I got the volume 1 of the Transformers Compendium.
I saw you mentioned that. What do you think?
Yeah, looks good. Looks like good reproduction. Paper quality is like, it's not quite newsprint, but it's definitely, it's like a higher quality of newsprint than was used on the comics originally.
Yeah.
I'd put it. But I got it because it went down to $40. I was thinking I'd kind of like it to go a little lower, but then I did the math and realized that is less in $2025 than the combined cover prices of all those comics in 1980s dollars was.
Yep.
So yeah, can't really do much better than that, I don't think. And yeah, as far as I know, it's the only one that has both all of the Circuit Breaker and Spider-Man appearances. So that is, I don't think we're going to get a better version of this anytime soon. So
we're not.
And it is the size of a phone book. I'm not sure why phone books is like the theme of my stuff this week, but there you have it. But yeah, it's a good book. Glad I got it. That's all I got.
Well, Rob, it's a call that you made. So there.
Yes. Actually.
Yeah. Okay, Don. Okay, Chris, did you get anything?
Yeah. So, sometimes we give Brian and Diecast grief because they will pre-order something, months back and completely forget, and like sometimes even pre-order it multiple times and forget that they pre-ordered it, and then like Diecast F5 of something show up, and not just as cars either. Like it happened with toys too. So I didn't have the multiples problem, but I did have a pre-order I forgot about problem. And this is an interesting one because I've been very outspoken on the toy in question. So some months back, when the listing first went up and we'd first heard about this, I pre-ordered on Walmart Studio Series 86 Megatron.
Oh.
Now, I believe that was before we saw any pictures of it. So at the time, I had not, had a chance to form my opinion about what I thought of how the toy looked. And then once the pictures came out, and I was like, I don't really need that. It's neat, but like it's doing things visually I'm not into, and like I can do without that. I like my Titans Return Megatron a lot. But by that point, we had seen the pictures. I forgot to put the pre-order in. And I continued to forget that I put the pre-order in, and lo and behold, about 3 days ago, I got an email from Walmart and a text message saying, your order has shipped. And I went looking to see, because the last thing I remember putting on pre-order at Walmart was Micronus and Venom. And I was like, oh, and Sea Spray. I was like, oh, is one of those shipping? I went and saw, no, it was this, and $60 later, I have Studio Series 86 Megatron. Now, all that being said, it's actually a really interesting toy. Obviously the robot mode was the focus here. They got the Sunbow look really down nicely. One of the inconsistencies with how Megatron is presented in the cartoon, especially versus like the character design control art, is how like bulky Megatron is. This is definitely like on the larger, boxier side. Some episodes, some of the art, Megatron is, skinnier, more like the G1 toy was in a lot of ways. This is definitely on the bigger side, but like it's not bad. It feels substantial, and like it fills out its mass pretty well. I don't know that they could get a more accurate cartoon Megatron head and face shape than this, finally. Like as they've done with Bumblebees, where they just inch closer and closer to trying to nail that cartoon appearance, or like they did with Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime's head, finally getting that cartoon look kind of pinned down really right. they've got Megatron's appearance finally. The Siege toy was doing pretty good, but it was still a little bit removed. The Earthrise toy was just kind of weird with how it went about trying to do Megatron's face. There hasn't been anything that's been quite spot on, but there's this. And this just like it nails it in a way that I didn't expect to actually see in a three-dimensional object before. Super clean robot mode, really posable. I love that there is butterfly joints in the shoulders. Like articulation wise, it is every bit the equal of Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime, which is as it should be. All the things that it can do, the other one can. One thing about it that I kind of have a problem with, like we've been used to Transformers for a long time, some of their construction hardware being those flat-headed pins. Those metal flat-headed pins. Megatron is made with flat-headed plastic pins, which has had an unfortunate consequence where one of the pins is sheared on one side, so the ankle is not quite solid, and this is especially an issue in tank mode where it won't square up. So that's something that's going to have to get probably a replacement at some point a little later on when this is easier to get. But like it's kind of weird to see how much of the hardware appears to just be plastic fixtures now instead of having any metal pins in it that I can identify. I don't know, how many fractions of a penny per unit that's saving, but I guess, every little bit counts right now. Deco wise, it's pretty good. There's some spots where I could see it doing with a little bit more paint. The thing that really bugs me is the elbow joints though, where they're only like half painted red down their length, and it looks bad the way that it comes out. Like I understand they're trying to make the entire forearm unit look like it's solid gray, but I would really rather just have that red extend down that entire elbow hinge piece and actually look like a fully painted element, especially because like from the back it does look fully painted. Just from the front it's like, oh, they ran out of paint halfway down. Minor nitpicks though. The transformation is really interesting, and I've got to give it some credit for being like 95% or so intuitive without having to actually reference the instructions, to just maneuver the toy around and be able to tell where the parts need to go to turn this super clean robot into a serviceable tank. The only part I had a problem with was not immediately realizing that there's two little extra bits of like tank fender that have to hinge out so that the front end can close together. But like apart from that, and then needing to see the specific orientation of all of those hinges that the shoulders are attached to correctly turn the arms into the tank turret, like all the major movements of this toy, I was able to figure out just handling the toy and seeing how the parts work. And I really appreciate that. If I had figured out those two little details, I probably would have had the first transformation done in about 5 minutes. As it was, it's like I'm going through the instructions line by line, trying to figure out like, okay, why will the front of this tank not close together correctly? It was getting a little bit frustrating, but like it was my error, and I don't think the instructions depicted that clearly either, because when I was going through, I was not seeing anything that I was doing wrong immediately, but like I did eventually notice what was going on, and it's been a more fun experience since then. Like it's got so much of the tank is hidden in the robot mode's legs. It's a lot like that classic Transformers Prime Viacon transformation feeling where so much of the car just peels away and turns into the robot's legs. Like that toy was a craze when it came out for a reason, and this Megatron has that quality too. And I was really impressed because when you unfold those robot legs to make the sides of the tank, you're not getting like hollow tank shell pieces. You are getting like skirt stake portions of tank. It's, really substantial, thick pieces. Um, it's a really, really well designed toy, and I don't really have like any realistic engineering complaints about it. I'm really, really pleased that it feels in hand and plays like it is an equal to Studio Series 86 Optimus. We know explicitly that toy was designed, the robot, to be a leader class toy. So like each one should be the equal of the other, and it really does work out and feel that way when you have both of them next to each other. I do maintain my issue of like inconsistent degrees of like surface detail, density, and complexity that I wish was more uniform and a little bit more subdued. And I still don't like the fusion cannon. That at least is something that could be addressed with aftermarket kits, hopefully, to get something that looks more like the cartoon fusion cannon. That shouldn't be a difficult thing to get manufactured, I don't think. But yeah, like exactly the same way as it was with Studio Series 86 Optimus, with this toy, we have solved Megatron. We don't need to ever do Sunbow G1 Megatron again. This just is that toy. They can do G1 Megatrons, but they need to like move from this and start doing different. They need to, go back outside the box. Go back and do that Transformers Reactivate Megatron. Give us that as the next G1 Megatron toy.
Maybe Megatron should have been in that fan vote for a new alt mode instead of Shockwave.
Okay, but you know that just for the meme, everybody would have voted Megatron to be a boat or a submarine.
Yeah.
He could have been
Megatron
Megalotron.
submarine I've been asking for a while, so I definitely
Yeah.
would have voted that way.
Uh-huh. I know. Everybody would have because of the upside down submarine joke. Like it's just that was a foregone conclusion, unfortunately. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention about the like the colors on the legs and the body. So in hand, the shins don't look blue to me, but I understand a little bit better why it may have been appearing that way in some of the photography. The gray that most of Megatron's body is actually a slightly warmer value of gray than I was expecting it to be. I think a lot of the time when people were taking pictures of this, the cameras were rendering the gray in more of a neutral tone. They were using that as like the white balance baseline, and turning the warmth down from that gray would result in the shins tinting more toward the blue. So Megatron does have a slightly warm gray hue to it, and you can kind of see it in some lighting if you are specifically looking for that. It's not like he looks yellow or anything in your face like that. But the difference between that and the shin color, I think, is why we were getting inconsistent results in photos and videos over what those color values actually looked like because of how like auto white balancing solutions were trying to reconcile what these colors were. In hand though, like it looks perfectly correct to the animation model's colors. All of that looks fine to me. But yeah, engineering wise, again, I don't think there's anything I would change about this toy. Oh, I did try putting the energy sword in the hand, but when I saw the thumb and the palm flexing apart noticeably as I started to try to slot that in, I gave up on that immediately. So this is just never going to be a handheld weapon for my Megatron because I don't want to stress that hand out and risk snapping a thumb off. So, I mean, they could have probably done this a little bit better if they had the handle itself pop off so you could thread it up through the hand instead of, squeezing it in between the thumb and the palm. But like, yeah, as for the way the toy is designed, I have no complaints about it. I would like some cosmetic differences. I would like the accessories to be tweaked a little bit, but overall, I have to grudgingly admit this is a really nice Megatron toy, and I'm kind of glad that I accidentally got it by pulling a Brian and possibly a diecast.
Sweet. So I came like this close, like ever so close to accidentally having a second one because I forgot to cancel a pre-order at Pulse. But fortunately, they emailed me in advance to remind me, and I was able to cancel it. So
That's good.
Yeah. Chris, since you've got them in hand, does the fusion cannon give you any kind of like at least a kind of wish it was, because it does bug me a tiny bit because it just doesn't collapse. What do you think?
Well, what do you mean by collapse?
Well, like it looks like it should have been geared that for robot mode, the cannon would have actually the back half would have slid towards the front to make it more compact for robot mode instead of looking like he's wearing the full turret. It's like that's kind of like looks like what should have been done, but it's still the same big long barrel. What do you think? Do you think it should be like shorter in robot mode, like some people do?
I mean, it probably could be a little bit shorter for like convenience of movement, but Megatron's fusion cannon is supposed to be a large arm-mounted weapon, and it's pulling that off. But the thing I don't like is that it's just held on by one 5 mm post, so it can kind of just swivel around its mounting point. It needed to have a little tab or a nub or something just to kind of guide it into that centered position and hold it there against like, casual handling, knocking it off axis. That's kind of the most annoying thing. One thing you can do with it is, at least on my copy, the fitting is tight enough that you could actually use the little tab and slot on the forearm and mount it onto the top of the arm over the fist. So it kind of then does look like how he uses it in the cartoon, and that's actually a little bit more of a secure connection on my copy. I imagine that probably would vary a fair bit from unit to unit.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's all for me.
I guess that's me. So I'm trying to power through this. Post COVID, I still had like a nagging cough, and it just like hit me like as soon as what we got this week started. So I will try to get through this as quick as I can. But some things are so good that I really want to spend some time on them. So I haven't opened this, but I did get Rattrap Prime today.
Nice.
So I can't wait to open it, but did not get that. The thing I think I'm most excited about this week is I was at Walmart and I broke down and got the damn dancing Bumblebee.
Oh,
I knew it.
He just looks so stupid.
Yeah.
And now you own it.
Yeah, so I love this thing. Does it stop if I press the button again? Yes, it does. Thank God. So, yeah, I got that. So I went with the Bumblebee as opposed to the Optimus or Megatron. So instead of being just 4 guys, in this case, it's just 3 guys. But he was the one who was the most dumpy and sad looking, like hanging from the box. So I'm not opening it. Like, it may actually dance and not fall over on my table, but I need it. So I first learned about these in the chat, tf radio.net/discord. Blade is saying that he didn't know that it existed. So I first saw this when a friend of the podcast, Transformers Dad, posted a video of it on Blue Sky a few weeks ago. And I was just like completely captivated by the Megatron, which I think is what he showed, and saw these in person with Triplet, and I almost picked one up, but I was with my wife this past week, and yeah, she signed off on it, told me that I needed to do it, and I did. So, okay, let's see what else. So speaking of my wife, she was at Marshall's this past weekend. I don't know really the point of this. It's actually pretty heavy. It is from a company called, I can't read. That's not the name.
That's a weird brand name.
Yep. Original Cable Guys. It's like a little Optimus Prime statue that holds like a game controller or phone.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, it was like $10 or something. So I don't know if I'm going to take it out of the package and use it to like hold my phone at work, or just leave it in the package as a novelty. But I guess it could be a novelty either way. But yeah, it was something. She said, "Hey, there's this thing here that does this," and I'm like, "Get it!" And she's like, "Okay."
In that package, I can't help but think like it looks like an Optimus Prime fortune teller vending machine thing.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
So one of my best friends in the world. One of my best friends. Like I don't think in terms of like you're all my best friends. I love you all. So I don't think in terms of like a single person. Like I have like family, you guys, Triplet, etc. But one of them, Mike, I've known him since kindergarten, and I might have actually played with this in kindergarten. Because I remember him bringing Transformers to school with him. His mom in the closet found a G1 Metroplex, and he had sent a text to the group text asking me if I wanted it. I'm like, absolutely. And his wife, also one of my best friends, brought it to me because we worked together. And I'm shocked at how minty, fresh, and brand new.
Oh wow!
The toy
I was
looks.
not expecting that.
Like,
Yeah.
I told his wife that Mike has some sort of mental problem because no child would actually leave a toy this pristine looking.
Look at the chrome, man.
Yeah,
It's better. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a rubber.
I can see myself in it.
Yeah, it's
If you didn't know that was G1, I would be like, are you
It's
sure
Encore.
that wasn't like an Encore?
It is
or
Yeah.
not. It is not. It is not. He for sure did not have this, the Encore version of this, when he was 6.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah,
just
so-
saying. That's
So, what is it? Is it not Fast? What's the name of the tank? I can never remember.
Slammer.
Slammer. So it came with Slammer. It doesn't come with Scamper or 6-gun. I have a 6-gun on the way to go with it, and I'll get another Scamper and his gun to go with it. But very shocked and very appreciative. Mike also gave me, like, again, a minty, fresh Ghostbusters Firehouse from Real Ghostbusters, which I'm certain I've talked about before. So, yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, just shocked that he had that. So yeah, Mike, Liz, thank you both. Connie, thank you, his mom. So thank you all. Okay, so I got a couple other things. I got some boxes, empty boxes. Got 2 for toys. Actually, I already kind of have one of these, but I didn't have the other, and they're both in really good shape, relatively speaking. So I got a C324 Star Saber box. Just the box and the styro. So he doesn't have the instructions or the toy. But I've already got the toy. I now just have the box for it.
Do you have the instructions?
No. I have to get it. And also the why can't I think? My brain is. Does he have the styro as well? Yeah. So I got Victory Leo. God, my brain is just not working. So again, the box in this one is not as in good a shape. There's some tears on it, etc. But I've gone in and used water activated tape to fix some of the issues with the box. So he, it's okay. I already had a Victory Leo box, but this one, I have another one now. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. That's going to be an edit point because I coughed. Make a note here. I'll probably clear up where Brian couldn't think of Victory Leo either because I don't want to sound stupid just to the live people here.
You don't sound stupid. You just sound a tad bit senile.
That should be the show title. Okay.
Okay, but if you edit this out, then it can't be.
That's true. Hold on. I got to cough again.
I like that there's just a note now because he stopped in the middle in our show notes. 56, senile.
Yeah. Okay. A few other things. No particular order. I got has an unused sticker sheet. It is not sealed. It is missing the bubble, and I do have a repro bubble on the way to replace it. But like the thing, Brian buys things in waves because Brian gets obsessed with certain things. And the thing that I've been obsessed with recently, and I have another one on the way for next week, spoilers, I got a classic jazz.
Neat. Basically
unused. Again, unused sticker sheet. The missiles are still on the sprues, still in the little baggie. The instruction manual's like very clean. I'm actually shocked it doesn't have the bubble. But yeah, really nice, really nice. For Don, I think Don will appreciate these. I got a couple 45s. I got the Transformers theme on 45 from Japan. with another track on the B side called Peace Again. And I don't remember which track this is, but I got that.
I think Peace Again is the outro.
Is it the
That would
outro?
make
Probably.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see here. This is, who's the label on this? The label is Victor. The reason I mentioned that, the other is a Columbia 45, and it is the Headmaster's theme.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And of course, Japan is weird when it comes to how things work. This actually, compared to the United States, the rest of the world may have worked this way as well, but I know Japan had a different way of, different laws with music and everything. This is actually listed as a rental. So this was a rental copy of the 45.
I wonder what the expected lifespan for a rented vinyl was.
I have no idea. My record player is, I did pull it out of storage this past week. I haven't hooked it up, but I'll give these a spin. I have another 45 on the way that I'm excited about, which is shipping from the UK. So God knows if I'll ever get it, but like it'll probably be a month or two before I get it. Let's see here. I got 2 sealed G1 toys. This was the one that came from Mandarake. It is a sealed, mint unsealed card, G1 Tailgate.
Nice.
So is that the thing you got assessed a $50 DHL
I
fee
sure did.
for?
I sure did. And
For tailgate.
for Tailgate, yeah. Yep. The notable defect on this is the
Tariff. The price you paid for it.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's in great shape, other than the card is torn at the peg hook. So, but otherwise, it's in great shape, and I'm very pleased with it. The other one is something, again, I already have it. If you think hard, you might probably know what it's going to be, but I was shocked that I got it for such a good price. And again, it's cheaper than what I saw on Mandarake. It's not Japanese, but I got a sealed G1 Thunderclash.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
So my G1 Thunderclash, I bought it sealed like in 2011 for $40. Yeah, so that's appreciated in value a little bit. So, but also,
those were the days.
yeah, but my G1 Thunderclash, also the gun is broken off. So the gun also goes into the trailer at the top.
Mhm.
So if you have a Machine Wars Optimus Prime, you know what I'm talking about. And that gun's black, so it doesn't break. But when it comes with Thunderclash, is gold plastic, and
Isn't
Sure,
your
but-
Thunderclash also buried in a bin right now?
it is
The
buried in a
bottom
bin.
of a bin, yeah.
The bottom of a bin.
Yes.
So it's very
That
likely
keeps
that
me
he's-
awake at nights, Brian.
Yeah, it's very likely that he's broken.
Yeah.
In a bin at the bottom, and it's broken. So
Hey, Brian, one question.
Yeah.
With those records, do you happen to have the 45 of the Touch?
I have a 45 of the Touch,
Okay.
and I guess it's a spoiler now to say that I have a different 45 of the Touch on the way.
Okay. Sorry. Because I do. I have the original album and I have the 45
So
that I got loose.
is
So
your 45 the radio version of the Touch, or is it a retail version of the Touch?
I don't know. I have it, but I haven't seen it in 2 or 3 years. So I'm not sure where it's at.
Is it in the bottom of a bin?
No.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully, mine is the one that I have is the radio single copy of the Touch, and the one that I have on the way is the retail version.
Okay, but they're both Scotty. They're
Both are
Scotty
Scotty
brothers.
brothers. Yeah.
Okay, so that one. I remember it being Scotty Brothers, but that's all I remember from the label is just the branding.
Yeah. So I actually, speaking of the album, I found the last pressing that came out with the corner of the sleeve bent, and I just assumed that the record inside was broken, so I popped it open to see, and it's not. It just bent with the contour of the record, which pisses me off a little bit because I didn't want to open it. And the package is now damaged. I'm not getting another one. But I did get a chance to check out the disc, and it's really pretty. It's the Bumblebee color version of it. But so I've got that. I've got the last reissue that came out. I have an original one. I have an original one that was given away by a radio station. And then I have, which is a retail copy. Then I have a promo copy from Scotty Brothers that for radio stations to play. So I went from like, oh, I've got a reissue of the Touch to a reissue of the album on vinyl to like I have like I think every single version of the album on vinyl, plus cassette, plus CD. I don't have.
So you do have the Touch.
I do. I do. I've been touched many times.
Not that kind of show, Brian.
Not that kind of show. I don't. Yeah, I know. I don't have the 2000. The last version of the album that came out like with the 2006 pressing of the DVD. I don't think I have that copy of it, but I think at this point I have pretty much every single version of the album. So
Blade Raider says keep talking about vinyl records. It's making him feel young.
oh yes, yeah. Well, it's still weird going into Walmart or Best Buy and not seeing CDs and seeing records. Of course, CDs are making a comeback as well. But yeah, it's weird.
They are?
Yeah, they are.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird. And stuff comes out on cassette as well. Like one thing, you don't see 8-track.
Yet.
I don't know. Like they're
I
not
think those people are leaving
dead.
this earth.
They're dead. And there's not a lot of 8-track players out there. And honestly, 8-track is not a very convenient format. Not that cassettes are a convenient format, but I think they're more convenient than 8-tracks.
They are less mechanically complex than both 8-track track cassettes and players, so that kind of counts for a lot.
So Python Patrollers, like your Best Buy has records. Yeah, there's an end cap of them. That's it. But
Target has records.
Yeah, Target.
Walmart has records.
The Walmart right over here has
Across the Woods, Don?
Across the Woods, yeah. I mean, it's got like a whole like 8 feet of nothing but records.
Yeah.
Walmart, he likes to listen to the music from.
In his bathroom.
Hey, Brian, real quick.
Yeah.
The movie soundtrack came out on cassette, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I just have a vague memory of that cassette, but now I kind of want to go find one for myself.
A listener gave me their copy of the cassette.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was very
I
nice of them.
I bought the cassette at
Brindle's.
No, it was
Roses?
it was an
Roses?
it was an actual music store in the mall.
Sam Goody.
No, we didn't have Sam
Hawaii.
Goody. No,
Suncoast.
it was I can't remember, but I got the soundtrack. Huh?
FYE?
No, I'll think of it eventually.
Disc jockey, Camelot.
Camelot.
Ooh, Camelot.
I got it at Peaches.
Peaches.
Peaches. I got it at
By-
Peaches.
By the Presidents of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I hate
got
this episode.
and I got the vinyl at a comic book shop in Wilmington where I was going to college that had been there for over 2 years that I never found it. On my last day in town before I moved out after graduation, I was going through the record bin because I had absolutely nothing else to do.
Picture
I
it,
found-
Wilmington,
and I found it-
1988.
And I found it for $2. It'd been there. He said,
1973.
that thing's been there for 2 years. I would have got it out for you. I said, I didn't know I wanted it. There it was.
That's awesome. Okay, let's jump to the ham sandwich portion of what we got this week, the off-topic portion. I'll start. I got nothing. This is exclusive to patrons. We'll go in reverse order. Chris, did you get anything?
No.
Rob,
No.
John,
Yes. I got a ton of Classified. Man, Classified is like killing me with releases. So one, it wasn't something I got, but it's something I unboxed. So I did unbox and assemble finally the HasLab Rattler. And the Rattler is one of those toys that I always wanted as a kid, but never got.
Yeah, same.
And even though there's been like 600 reissues of that mold, I've also never gotten a reissue of that.
Neither.
This is the first Rattler of any kind I've ever had.
I almost got the one at Target, the one that Target did, but yeah, same.
Nope. So, but I've always wanted one. So finally got this one. It's pretty amazing. So I can't be sarcastic or jaded about HasLab Rattler. It's awesome. It is ridiculously big. And there's no good place to put it, but it was worth the wait. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then let's see here. What I did actually get from Classified was I got combat armor, Cobra Commander. Looks really good. Haven't taken him out of the box yet, though. I got the reissue of Major Blood. I'm not going to open that. I'm just going to keep it because
that's a reissue.
Well, he's a redeco, but there's no changes to the mold.
Okay.
So he's got a slightly different
Yeah, it's
paint
still the
job,
Cobra Island one, right?
Yeah, still Cobra Island one, but general release. He's really nice. That's still one of the best sculpts they've ever done. So if you don't have Classified Major Blood, definitely get this one. But if you have Cobra Island, you don't really need him unless you're a completist. And then I got Night Force Quick Kick and Beachhead, the Walmart exclusives. I haven't opened them, but they look really good, and they are like significantly different than the standard versions of those two characters. So I'll definitely open that, and I look forward to that. And the other thing I got, not classified related, was I did get the new release of Wally from Lego. So it comes with Wally and Eve.
I want that.
The little clean, I forget his name, the little robot that sweeps up after everybody. It's like $70.
That looks so nice.
It looks really good.
That and the gingerbread AT-ATs.
It's a pretty good, yes. It's a pretty good month for Lego. So anyway, it's $70, but three robots. Wally himself looks really good. Looking forward to build that, and that's all I got.
Very cool, Matt.
Nothing.
Diecast.
I'm gonna sound like John because I got Major Blood, the new one. I have the Cobra Island. I thought this was a new sculpt. I didn't know that it was basically a redeco. But I got it now, so whatever. And then I got a blowtorch in from Walmart. I think this might be my second. I think I accidentally pre-ordered two. But he's cool enough that I can have two blowtorch guys. And then I also got the Cobra Commander in his suit. Yeah, and this is one of the Cobra Commanders
John.
that I had as
really
a kid. He looks good. I think I prefer the face with the regular eyes instead of the snake eyes. And
Snake Eyes is a different character.
Totally. Yeah.
You guys are jerks.
But the animalistic eyes, maybe, because I think I remember my Cobra Commander armored with regular eyes, but I could totally be wrong. But yeah, it was a G.I. Joe classified week for me.
Cool.
That's it.
I just realized, I got a car. I forgot about that. So
does it count, or is it really an appliance?
I mean, an appliance, I believe the definition of that has to stay in one place, is like a fixture, and this literally does not do that.
And like if I got
ChatGPT.
And like if I got a new fridge, I would totally talk about that and off topic.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Brian.
Yeah.
Now, Brian, there was a time when you had what most people would call a lemon for a vehicle.
Oh, yes.
In the shop.
Yes, that was horrible.
Are you still in possession of that vehicle, or is that in the past?
I traded that for my truck, which is my favorite vehicle that I think I've ever owned. So a local dealership took that on.
Woe be unto them.
Yeah. So realistically, they replaced basically everything in that vehicle. It might have been fantastic, but we did not want to hold on to it to find out.
The minivan of Theseus.
Yeah, the minivan of Theseus. That's exactly
what
right.
was that, like a 2-year saga?
Yeah,
with you in that thing.
Yeah, well, so it like if the issues had happened about 5,000 miles earlier than they did, it would literally have been a lemon, and lemon law would have kicked in, but it doesn't. Yeah. Okay, so but it's an electric. I can say now I'm now an electric owner. I have to get a charger installed at the house because charging on a 120 volt is not sufficient.
You gonna go vegan?
No.
Is that next?
Not going vegan. I will say that I'm eating a lot of just broth with my daughter being in the hospital, and like they were just trying to like get her back onto food. The first thing they did was broth, and I'm like, I love broth. Why am I not eating this more? So I do find myself eating a lot of broth, but that is literally not vegan.
Just you buy packages of ramen and you throw the noodles away and you just make the seasoning packet in
No,
water.
I throw the packet away. I throw the packet away and use broth to make the noodles. Yeah. Okay. I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com.
Dawn, do you have anything?
Oh,
off
Dawn.
topic?
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Dawn,
Dawn, I didn't forget about you.
Dawn went first before. And I'm
and you
sorry,
went in
Dawn.
reverse order, so Dawn should have gone last.
But Dawn on my
Brian,
screen.
and then Brian took Don's spot by talking about his car that he neglected to talk about when it was his turn.
And had I gone Dawn, if I had continued forth, Dawn would have been so pissed. We would
You want
have
to
had
talk about your building too, so you can forget about Dawn.
We would have
again.
Meltdown 3. We would have Meltdown 3.
The redawning. No.
The redawning.
I got the Night Force set with Beachhead and Quick Kit. And big thanks to Rob Clay, Wheeljack 64, and Icon 45, all within the span of like 30 minutes. Messaged me on various social media and on the group text that 77 Spider-Man went back in stock
I saw that.
at Walmart.
Nice.
And I was able to grab one because I have felt incredibly stupid since canceling all my my 2 pre-orders. But after I got the Japanese one, just because of the way the thumbnail looked, this
Only since then.
Anyway, the packaging is beautiful. It's got that same. I was there when the series premiered. As fondly as most
Picture
of us
it. 1977.
I'm just saying.
None of the rest of us were alive.
I'm just saying.
Oh wow, that's true, isn't it?
Yeah. As fondly as I remember the Incredible Hulk series with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno, that was something I still cherish to a degree. The Spider-Man series was not good. It really to say it was a masterpiece of cinema would to invite the wrath of Stan Lee from beyond. But even the back gives you
It was no Toei Spider-Man.
No.
But even the back gives you the kind of the look, the way the graphics was at the time, and my box is ripped. I just saw that on this side. Okay, that's all right. It's on the side. But it's just a really nice, it's just a weird, wonderful, the blues pop, the reds pop. He's got his rope. That was his, because he used a rope that was his web line that shot from a wrist gauntlet. And now you kind of see why I got that confused with the Toei Spider-Man, because it is at
Opposite
thumbnail
arm,
size,
Don.
they're very similar. So yeah, that's all I got on topic this week. But again, to everyone that notified me, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad you got it done. And just for the record, actually, David Fake Eyes was saying on Blue Sky that the like a lot of the body is actually shared with Toei Spider-Man, because guy in a Spider-Man costume from the 70s is
it makes sense.
enough. Yeah,
I couldn't tell them apart.
I could, but just I may have to get the 77 one too. I still have the Toei one that Matt gifted me a couple of years ago, but that is I may have to get the 77 too. I don't know.
Do it.
It does look nice for like a particular sort of desire.
Yeah. Like I haven't rambled yet too much tonight, so my turn.
Patreon content too. Ramble away.
Yeah, I have vague childhood memories of just thinking that like the round mirror eyes on that costume looked really cool as a kid.
Oh, they did.
I just like, I don't think there's another Spider-Man that quite looks like that. And just I remember really liking that look as a very small child. Just, weird memory things. That's all I got.
Well, as rambles go, it was a short one, but I'm glad you got some in there.
So I just want to say to my local friend text thread, I sent, I'm just going to spoil this. Don and I are hanging out on Saturday. So I sent a text saying, hey, I'm hanging out with Don on Saturday if anybody wants to join. And Triplet was like, only Don, I guess, as the Only Don's joke that we made a while back at onlydons.com. Yeah. So He has membership. He's the first member. So, okay. I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. Patrons of Radio Free Cybertron get an ad-free version of the show. You get it a day early at a higher bit rate with the complete What We Got This Week segment. And this week was a doozy. Don almost melted down, but didn't, because Matt saved us all. Matt is like, he lit our darkest hour. So that includes like all the non-Transformers content. So check it out. You get unedited episodes of RSC exclusive to patrons. If there's like heavy edits, there's gonna be a couple of edits on this, but it's like quality of life stuff. You don't want to hear me like have a major brain fart at 56 minutes in. I'm just gonna cut that out. So
or a coughing fit.
Or a coughing fit like last week or the week before.
Now cut that out.
That was yeah. Okay. I was alive in the 80s, so I get that.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Same.
I loved like Remote Control, by the way. Did anybody else watch that?
Yeah, on MTV.
I have vague memories of my sister watching.
I watched
it.
on
She was really
Nickelodeon.
into it. She's 9 years older than me.
Yeah, I watched it on Nickelodeon. We're like this. I'm only like 2 years older than you.
I know,
but I remember watching it on Nickelodeon. I love that show. If you're on Discord at tfradio.net/Discord, you get a fancy color: red for Touch, purple for the others. You get There Goes My Money a week early. Patrons at the Touch tier get to be on There Goes My Money. I'd mentioned the pre-show podcast. I did catch up on all of the podcasts recently, except for the ones that are on my old PC, because my old PC has not been on in a while, which is because we've had some technical issues. But as soon as I have my office, the new office here in a few weeks, I'll be able to get stuff off of that and catch back up with a few of the older episodes that haven't been posted. Again, Patreon content. But we also, again, mention our Touch patrons on the show each week who are listed at tfradio.net/credits. And we'll do that now. Kevin Dorsey, Santa Proto, who just had a birthday recently.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Mollis Koenig, Daniel Scott, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, Trickster, Here's Why It's Cool, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Sean Hamilton, who's been complaining about the YouTube ads. So we got to figure that out. Maybe I can turn those off on the live stream.
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not. Sean Bratton, Crazy Word, Eric EPY, and Eric Crownover. Thank you all so much. Again, if you want to join these fine folks at the beginning of the month, might as well go to patreon.com/tfradio. Like I said, we're approaching our 26th anniversary. There's a bunch of podcasts at tfradio.net. We're like approaching episode 1000. That's because we have a few years where we only did an episode or two a year, or like one every other week. But generally speaking, we've done a lot. And there's like more than 1,000 other non-RFC podcasts at our website at tfradio.net. If you want to go back and check those out, why not? Yeah, why not? Some of the stuff is really good. Some of it, but don't go back and listen to that one episode of Star Trek. I think that's definitely worth.
Oh yeah, no, that a lot of that's actually really good content. There is some episodes in there I am genuinely proud of. The one about the Deep Space Nine episode Explorers is one of my favorite podcasts. Where I consistently describe the episode as Cisco builds the boat.
Yeah.
But it's a genuinely good episode and one of my favorite podcast episodes we did on that project.
Yeah, we have that. We have the Mighty Morphin Power or the Super Sentai podcast.
Superhero Time, yeah. If you listen to that, just remember that it was recorded starting in 2010, and attitudes about some things were different, and we maybe wouldn't make all the same jokes that we did then today.
Fair. So but we have like our video game podcast. We have like 7 different attempts at a wrestling podcast, comic books. There's like an RPG podcast. There's a ton of stuff at tfradio.net, and like basically none of those shows are produced anymore, so you can catch them all, like literally. I am at briankilby.com. I'm also on Blue Sky at kilby.bsky.social and on Instagram at Brian Kilby. Rob Springer not here. He is at RoboRobSpringer on Twitter and at zonebase.org and at zonebase.bsky.social. Diecast, how do people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on Twitter or X. I keep forgetting. And Blue Sky at Diecast 2.
You can call it X. I call it X now because Twitter is dead.
Yeah, I just always forget, and sometimes I still say tweet or because like, what do you say now? I send an X.
We don't
it's
say anything because we don't
dumb.
use the site.
Yeah.
I mean, what I say I can't actually say on the podcast, or Brian would have to edit it.
But yeah, it's still not processed in my brain. But you can reach me on those two platforms at Diecast 2. I'm pretty much at Diecast 2 everywhere I can be except Facebook. It's Reviews by Diecast, and YouTube is RFC Reviews. YouTube.com/RFC Reviews or tfradio.net/reviews.
Matt.
Melvar.bsky.social. I don't really use it, but it's there.
Yeah, it's there. That's all you need. Birthday is when? How long?
Tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday!
Oh,
So
happy
we'll
birthday.
talk to you
Happy
tomorrow.
Happy
What?
birthday.
There's like a week out. Yes. Happy early
Right.
birthday. So let me take care of that. So Don.
Well, everybody take a drink. I went ahead and I bought a second 77 Spider-Man while it was still in stock, so I can leave one in the box because it just looks so beautiful.
And the
And this
box is
box-
torn.
Yeah, and the box is torn. It's not bad, but I know it's there, and it's like this is one of those things where the packaging really makes it stand out. So yeah, take a drink. I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EBR. I can be reached on Blue Sky at HMRC, the number 4 EBR.bluesky.social. Also have an Amazon wish list, tfradio.net/donlist.
Very cool. John.
That John D everywhere except on eBay, where I'm Cloudburst.
Have you
Anything
put
new?
up anything new?
No, but I sold a crystal ball that I bought 2 crystal balls by accident on classified crystal balls, and I was like, I need to return one. And then I was like, wait a minute. Let's give this a shot. So I sold it for a reasonable price, not a scumbag price, but so I'm doing the world a favor here. Anyway, somebody got a fair deal on a crystal ball, but no new
Nice.
stuff this week.
Cool. Rob.
I'm on Blue Sky at robflails.bsky.social. I'm on YouTube at youtube.com/@flailthroughs. For the record, I've been having ad problems too. They've been giving people infomercial-sized ads on my 10-minute videos, which is just lovely. But I mostly cover Gundam Battle Operation 2, free-to-play Gundam shooter. This week, again, a name that people will actually recognize, which is we are getting the Tall Geese 3. Beyond that, yeah, if you want to take a look at the game and what changes every week, channel update posts about the update every Thursday. If you want to support the channel, patreon.com/flailthroughs. And if you feel like just sending me something for reasons, tfradio.net/playlist is the Amazon wish list.
Chris.
My website is at playwithphotography.com. That has toy photography and things relating to that. For my own mental well-being, I don't use Blue Sky very much anymore, but I guess that's also there at ChrisRTXV. You can find me though generally in our Discord, where Matt is receiving a fair number of birthday well wishes from our
all.
regulars. You can find that at tfradio.net/Discord. Great place to come hang out and talk about Transformers and other general topics. And my Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/Chrislist.
Very cool. Don, did I miss you? Did I miss you, Don?
Did you throw something at me?
No, I didn't. I'll see you Saturday, and I'll see the rest of you next week.
If he
Oh,
doesn't
not
forget
me.
about you, Don.
Yeah.
Recording stopped.
Okay, cool.
I'll
man.
be in Reno next week, and I'll be working.
Hey, Matt.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Will you be on the show?
no.
Okay. I will not be looking for you, Matt. I don't see anything on your Amazon wish list.
There should be plenty of stuff on my Amazon wish list.
Do I not have the? Do I not?
Check shop. You should have the link to it. It's the shopping list.
I don't see anything on it.
You're probably looking at the wrong one then.
I'm gonna run.
It's not like I know more than
Diecast.
one Matt.
Do.
Take care,
Yeah, I'm
Diecast.
taking off too.
See you, everybody.
Yeah, it's not like Matt's an extremely
Bye.
common name or anything.
Buy people watching live. Buy Twitch. And YouTube, give me a second.
I'll have to go in and see if I can do permissions again or something, I guess.
By YouTube. Funny thing